Hello everyone, welcome back to the Clone YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at what I would consider probably the biggest sleeper deck of this format, Lucario and Melmetal Zacian V. Now, I'm sure plenty of you have played against this deck, but let's just go do a quick preview of it. So, essentially, you play Lucario Melmetal GX, and you get to use full Metal Wall GX to take 30 less damage for the rest of the game on all your Metal Pokemon, and discard all energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. And then you have two main attackers here, mainly attacking with Zacian V, as we know, one of the strongest V Pokemon in this format. 230 damage for 3 energy. Intrepid Sword helps you draw cards too if you're not going to do anything else, which is very important to this deck. There are a lot of times where this deck will just take a couple turns to Intrepid Sword and draw a few cards. This deck tends to take the game pretty slowly, setting up over time and taking knockouts when they're meaningful. And then we also play Zamazenta V. We play 2 of them just to help against those VMAX decks, you know, against like Eternatus VMAX especially. Zamazenta can be very hard for them to deal with it, so you can just kind of attack with Zamazenta Vs and go from there. Other than that, the only other Pokemon we play is this Galarian Stunfisk. You play this simply just to have essentially an auto-win matchup against the Decidueye Obstagoon. You know, when they have to discard energies every time they hit into it after like a full Metal Wall. You know, you're just sitting there attacking with Galarian Stunfisk, slowly knocking out their Decidueye or discarding energies off their Obstagoon. And yeah, other than that, you know, you can tell there's a lot of things to slow down the game in this deck. We play 4 Crushing Hammer just to get those energy cards off of like Eternatus and ADP, things like that. We play 3 Lily's Pokédoll. Kind of nice to sit behind a Pokédoll and Intrepid Sword in the early game. Otherwise, you can use it to kind of help reset your Zacians. You go switch into a doll, put the doll back into the deck, and you can Brave Blade again with the same Zacian. Otherwise, you know, we play 4 Switch, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Metal Saucer. Pretty standard in any Zacian deck you will see. We play just 1 Tag Call. Helps us get out, you know, all of our tag team stuff, the tag team supporters, and the Lucario Melmetal. Very consistent supporter line. We play 4 Research, 4 Marnie, and a Cynthia and Caitlyn for draw. Just because this deck doesn't play Crobats or Denes, because you want to just have Metal Pokemon in play to reduce the damage on them. From Lucario Melmetal GX, make it really hard for your opponent to take easy knockouts. So that's why we don't play the Dene or Crobat. Otherwise, we also play 2 Mallow and Lana, so you can have another switch effect, and you can heal 120 damage, which is really nice, because when you're taking less damage, healing damage is even more important and more useful. Other than that, we also just play 3 Boss's Orders. You know, can't quite fit 4 in, but 3 is still going to be useful. You also have Cynthia and Caitlyn that can also act as a 4th one in a sense. But we also play Metal Goggles, so your Metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from opponent's attacks, and your opponent's attacks abilities can't put damage counters on it, which is pretty useful. Makes it so that after a full Metal Wall, a Zacian V cannot actually be knocked out by an Eternatus. They can't Zigzagoon ping it, which is very nice. And yeah, otherwise we play 11 Metal Energy. We play 3 Weakness Guard Energy just to help us have a chance against the different fire decks. I think fire decks are still kind of a rough matchup, but Weakness Guard Energy, making it so they don't just one-shot us immediately, makes it so that we do have a little bit of a chance. But yeah, that's the deck. Definitely one of the best decks in the format right now. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. It plays quite a bit differently than other decks in the format right now. You kind of have to take things a little bit slow, but ultimately it's a very good deck. Let's get into a couple games with it. Alright, getting into the versus ladder here. Playing against Coherent. Looks like they have, I believe that's a Worlds 2014 deck box. Sounds right. We would like to go first. The more time we have, the better, because this is a very slow deck, like I've mentioned. And yeah, so we have an okay hand. Quick Ball to get out another Pokemon. We have an Energy to attach. It's not too bad. Okay, so We are playing against Eternatus. They do have a Weavile, it seems, in here. So, yeah, we're just going to go bench the Zamazenta. Let's discard a Metal Energy. Let's get out the other Zamazenta. Take a quick look through the deck. We don't have any Pokemon prize. No Crushing Hammers. We have all those. We have our Tag Call. A Boss's Order is prized. 2 Marnie are prized. A Research is prized. And then I think 2 energy prize, 1 weakness card, and 1 metal. Okay. So we'll just grab that. We're going to attach here, and we're just going to Intrepid Sword. That is fine. In this matchup, you mainly just want to use Zamazenta V, just because they don't have a good way to deal with it. And they just attach and pass, so we're just going to bench the Pokédoll. I want to save the Crushing Hammers so that if they try to power up something that's more meaningful than like an Eternatus, so I'm not going to worry about that. And we're just going to Intrepid Sword to pass. I want to just sit here and set up 2 Zamazentas for a while and not worry at all about what my opponent's doing. Evolve into a Weavile GX, that is fine. You know, it might be worth it to actually just get rid of energies as much as we can, knowing that they are going to be able to move them around as much as they want. So there's that. Okay, we got a couple metal goggles, which are good. I feel like I probably should start being aggressive in taking knockouts. So we're going to get rid of that energy. I'm going to attach the weakness card because we can Metal Saucer the other energies, the metal energy. Then we're going to research. I'm going to take advantage of our opponent's slow start. Just going to put down another doll because that could be useful. And we're just going to start assault tackling. Slow and steady wins the race. We are going to slowly take our knockouts here, doing 130 damage at a time. Now, it might be worth it to power up a LucMetal. Just take even less damage. But, I mean, our LucMetal's at the bottom of the deck now, so we might not be able to get that out. Just kind of depends. Pokemon Communication, put in Eternatus V, probably going to grab a Crobat. We do have a Boss's Orders, so we could bring up, if they do bench something that can do damage to us, we can like kind of Boss's Orders and start dealing with that. I do think I kind of want to start Power Position V, because like knocking out like a Weavile GX in one hit is really good. Something like that. So I think I will start doing that. I will start slowly powering up the Zacian. Okay, so they're going to attach the Crobat. Okay, I'm going to Metal Goggles here, attach here, and Marnie. I'm going to try and find a Malon Lana to deal with this Crobat. There's a Malon Lana, so that's nice. And then, yeah, we're just going to Assault Tackle. Take a couple prize cards here. Grab a Research and a Marnie. Okay, so if they do attack into our Crobats, we can just Brave Blade it for a knockout, which is pretty good, because that will get rid of all the energy they have in play. So I think I'm going to try and do that. Hiding Energy and a Sableye. I'm going to attach, is that they attach a regular energy. They do not attach a Hiding Energy. I'm going to bench the Sableye. Venomous Fang for 40. Okay, so we're going to attach a metal and a Metal Saucer. And we're just going to Mallow and Lana, discard a Marnie and a Research and go into the Zacian. And we're going to Brave Blade for 230. Now they have no energy in play. We have a Zacian V fully powered up and a Zamazenta V fully powered up. There's more energy out of the prize cards. We're going to go into a Hoopa. Now I'm kind of tempted to just retreat into Zacian and start like slowly powering up something. Like just trying to find the boss, I should say. Not slowly power up something. So I think I might go attach the Zacian and then Marnie. Okay, they're gonna attach here and retreat. Okay, so actually because of that, I'm just going to dig for the switch. Get a Zacian out of the deck, attach an energy here, and we will research. If we find a switch, we just win the game. And we do find the switch, so we just go into the Lily's Polka Doll, put it back into the deck, give our opponent a little bit of a well played, and yeah, we just Brave Blade them for knockout. So my opponent had a bit of a slow start, but we also put them... We did put them in a very awkward position by using that Zamazenta. So that just goes to show you how powerful this deck could be. Alright, getting into our second game here. Waiting for our opponent. And we are going to call the flip. We're going to go for heads. We do win the coin flip, and we are going to choose to go first. We like to use Intrepid Sword as many times as we possibly can with this deck. So yeah, going first is always pretty optimal. So we start a Zacian and a Zamazenta. Looks like they're playing Alcremie VMAX. This should be a good matchup for us because one, we have Zamazenta, and two, they are weak to metal Pokemon. So we're just gonna start the Zamazenta, and I mean we don't have to bench anything yet because we are going first. Do I want to get out the LucMetal? I don't think so. I guess I'll thin out the LucMetal just because we want to hit energies with our Intrepid Sword. And yeah, we're just gonna Intrepid Sword. There's an energy, very nice. So I believe Zacian V is going to be the optimal attacker in this matchup. Oh, interesting. Horror House. That's actually kind of scary. Uh-oh. Kind of hoping they don't Horror House me. That would be kind of bad. Yeah, Poltergeist would completely wreck this Zamazenta. That is for sure. So I believe that's what they're going to go for. They're going to go for a little bit of a cheeky knockout here. Okay. So they whiff that. I think I will bench the Lucario Melmetal. Go with a Metal Goggles onto one of these two, I think. Let's go with it onto the Zacian. We're gonna Marnie. Go here. Go, let's see, here. Let's go here, and we will Intrepid Sword. Do get an energy, which is nice. We are close to powering up for a knockout. There's the Alcremie VMAX. I cannot hit into our Zamazenta with that Marnias. That is fine. They do have an air balloon on this Gengar Mimikyu, so they can retreat this in any way they like. Not have an energy in the discard. Okay, look, I'm guessing they're going to Horror House us. Here comes the Horror House. Let's see what we get. We have all trainers, so might as well just Intrepid Sword. Give us some more options here. So let's see what they do here. I think they are just going to Poltergeist us, most likely. Yep, okay. So then I think with this, I'm going to Full Metal Wall. Because otherwise, like I don't want to give up this whole hand, but I don't want to get poltergeisted either. So I think I am just gonna promote this. We're gonna bench the dolls because we can. Attach here. We'll bench a Zamazenta. And we will Full Metal Wall. So now it's going to be a lot harder for them to knock out our Zacians and our LucMetal. They're just going to start powering up these guys, which is cool with me. We just need to knock out 2 Creamies, and then we should win the game. Marnie, that's fine actually. I didn't want to dump all the switches. Granted, not having switch now kind of sucks. But yeah, this should be fine. Attaches a psychic energy to everything. That is fine. I'm going to Crushing Hammer. Okay, well we whiff that. Attach here. I'm gonna Quick Ball. Thin the deck out a little bit. I think I'm just going to Steel Fist. And we will attach an energy from the deck so that if they do decide to not knock this out, we can start heavy impacting them for knockouts. Now this game is looking to be a bit closer than I expected, but I think we should still be able to win because they're gonna need to use, what is it? It's 60 times, so they're gonna have to get rid of 6 energy to get a knockout here, which is going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, and then they won't be able to respond to this. And then we just knock it out. Take 3 prize cards and go from there. Playing the Quick Ball also shuffles up our deck, which makes it so that those researches and switches can get up towards the top, which is nice for us. Okay, they are really thinking about this G-Max Whisk. They don't want to make sure they discard the right amount of energy. They actually have to discard 7 energy for the knockout? Yeah. Or wait, was that 7? Or was it, did they only have to do 6? Did they only have to do 6? Yeah, 6. Okay, yeah. I was thinking 50 times, not 60 times. Okay. Draw. Okay, well, we drew his off, which is not what we wanted to see. I guess we'll bench 1. Let's hold it in hand just in case. We're going to Brave Play. I don't think they're going to want to Marnie us anyway. Some Metal Energy, a Crushing Hammer, and a Marnie. Okay. So they're going to bring this up. They don't have a way to knock this out right now. Yeah, they don't have any way to knock this out. I was rereading G-Max Whisk 60 times in order for each card you discard in this way. So again, they're capped at 180 damage this turn. So I don't really think they have a way to get around this. Evolve into Sylvally GX. They have a huge hand already, so you know disc reload isn't going to do a whole lot for them. I guess they could Rose. I forgot that Rose is a card. They just attach, so Rose is 300. Yeah, they could Rose. If they Rose this turn, I think they win. Oh, I think that's it. I think they got it. Yeah, there it is. 240 damage. They got the knockout. Man, we were one turn off. But let's try another game. I was unexpecting to lose that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Did not expect to lose that, but it does happen. It does happen. All right, getting into another game here. Looks like we're going to be playing. Most likely going to be playing against a metal deck. You never know. Some people like to psych out their opponents and play with a different type of deck than their deck box. Trying to think about which one I want to start. Guess we're gonna start the Stunfisk. Because in theory, if I want to turn one Full Metal Wall, I would want this on the bench anyway. Okay, so we're playing against a mirror match, which is fine. I don't think I care about using the Crushing Hammers right now. I'm just gonna Marnie. Hope to find a Zacian. There's a Zacian. So you can start using Intrepid Sword. The mirror match is definitely one that is very interesting. Okay, I don't think I want to play Cynthia and Caitlyn here. So I think I'd rather hold it for like a Mal and Lana. So I think I'm actually just going to Intrepid Sword. Okay. So I could take a free knockout on this Zamazenta or the Zacian, really. But then they're gonna Full Metal Wall me immediately after. So I want to make sure I have two switches, which I do not have. So I think I want to attach. What do I want to attach to? Let's attach here and Intrepid on this one. I actually want to have the energy in my hand to have more options. That way I can attach here or here. They play in a Rangaroo, which is interesting. Don't know how much I agree with that. But, I mean, you couldn't put energies on top of the deck to guarantee with Intrepid Sword, which is kind of nice. I could also just Full Metal Wall this, which would be interesting. Let's search the deck. Okay, so we prized a Zamazenta. We don't, okay. We prize no dolls. We prize 2 saucers, which is bad. We could get them off the prize cards. We didn't prize any Switch. We didn't prize Quick Ball. We didn't prize Boss. Didn't prize Marnie. I think we prized a couple metal goggles. No metal goggles. Didn't prize a, we might have prized a weakness guard, and then I think we prized a couple energies as well. Yeah, we prized an energy, any metal energy. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So honestly, our prize cards are pretty good to take. So I think I'm actually going to do this and take the knockout while I can. These 2 prize cards right now seems pretty good. Yep, there's the 2 energies off the prize cards, which is pretty cool. Air balloon on the Oranguru. Okay, that's fine. Chaotic Swell. Chaotic Swell is fine. Doesn't do anything bad for us. Yep, they're going to go into the LucMetal here. Okay. So do I want to respond with a GX attack? Is that worth it? Because then I'm the only one with energies in play. Go here. I don't know if this is right. Quick balls away as Zamazenta for a Zacian. Metal Saucer onto Zacian. Seems like they're trying to go in a little bit. Primate Wisdom. So and we get that is a victory. So I guess that's a win. I'm guessing they just didn't have they weren't able to get energies in play quickly, and I think the fact that we had taken 2 free prize cards was really good for us. I'm guessing is why they conceded. I'm guessing they were just like, nope, I don't want to deal with this. I don't have energies in play, and we'll take that win. Okay, getting into another game here. I got a Zero Aura deck box and a Lycanroc coin, so I have no idea what they're going to be playing. Let's see. Okay, we mulligan there. That is fine. They also mulligan. So we start a Zamazenta and a Zacian. I think I will. Okay, this is my mulligan. Done. Does it show me their mulligan before? No. Okay. I feel like it's supposed to, or it should, but we're gonna start the Zamazenta and see. They mulligan another time. Let's see here. They are playing. Looks like they're playing ADP. So we're gonna want to start powering up the Zacian V as soon as we can. Would like to draw a card and hit done. Okay, they started Crobat. I also think it might be good to Full Metal Wall the what's it called? The ADP. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna thin this Zamazenta out because it's not gonna be useful. We're gonna grab the LucMetal, go here, we'll attach here, attach here, yeah, and Intrepid Sword. Okay, there's some energies. But yeah, I attached the metal goggles here because in theory they could go for a knockout with Zacian this turn if they really wanted to. I don't know if that's necessarily the correct play, but it is a play they could make. Okay, our hand is pretty bad. No supporters is obviously not good. So I think they just detonate their hand away. I don't think they researched. Yep, they They detonate their hand away, put a Zacian onto the bench. That is fine. I'm guessing that they're not going to be using Altered Creation this turn. They play the Milotic, which is cute tech for Centiskorch. You do have to like, it's kind of hard to set up though, I feel like. You have to Ultimate Ray onto it, or you have to attach and then like, you know, double switch it over. Energy switch over. Okay, Marnie is fine by me. I would like to see the next 4 or 5 cards, whatever there are in my deck. Okay, attach for turn. And they're going to Intrepid Sword. So, okay, there's a switch. I'm going to tag call, get out the 2 Mallow and Lanas. I could take a knockout this turn, which is pretty good. I think I am going to do that actually. Go switch. And yeah, let's Brave Blade. Normally you're not supposed to be this aggressive, but I feel like we have the switch into Full Metal Wall too. See, it just seems good. Seems good. I would like to start powering up another Zacian soon. Cape of Toughness. That is annoying. But that's why taking those prize cards there was pretty good. Okay, they're gonna Mawile me and do nothing. They grab another Zacian. And they're going to Quick Ball away a switch. Probably going to grab another Dedenne to draw some cards. I'm guessing their hand is pretty dead right now. Oh, they grab a Zamazenta. Didn't they do that last turn? I'm so confused. Oh, I think they Marnied it to the bottom of their deck, and then they're grabbing it out again. Gotcha. So yeah, Energy Spinner, there's that Metal Energy for them. They're going to get off the Altered Creation this turn. That is perfectly fine by us. Because we'll just Metal Saucer, Mallow Lana, and Full Metal Wall. And let them squirm for a little bit. Okay, Lily's Pokédoll is nice. Let's Metal Saucer. Here, and then we will Mallow and Lana switch into the LucMetal and we'll Full Metal Wall. Gets rid of all their energy, makes it so that our Pokemon take less damage. I still do need to find a Metal Goggles for this Zacian V, because right now their Zacian can still knock out our Zacian because of Altered Creation. Next turn I'm probably going to Cynthia and Caitlyn. Kind of don't want to research. Just getting rid of both Mallow and Lana seems rough, but I might have to. Might have to. We'll see. Our opponent is still just sitting there, not quite sure what to do. Let's see. How many Metal Saucers have they played? They haven't played any Metal Saucers. So they could very easily power something up here. Okay, they're gonna Air Balloon attached to Dedenne. That is perfectly fine. I'm guessing they are just going to want to power up a Zacian. They might have to just spend the turn using Intrepid Sword. There is a Dedenne. Ditch the hand. They ditched the water energy in that too. So I'm guessing they're not going to be attacking with Zacian or ADP anytime soon. I'm sure they will be attacking with Zacian soon. Oh, they also just passed. They didn't even Intrepid Sword. That's interesting. So let's go with a Crushing Hammer. Okay, I'm going to Cynthia and Caitlyn. I think I'm gonna dump. Should I dump the energy or the research? Probably dump the energy to be safe. Play smart. Okay, yeah, there's that. We're going to attach here. We're going to Steel Fist. Get that, we're gonna get that 50 damage onto the ADP here. Just because then we can come in and Brave Blade it, which is nice. We have the Mal and Lana to switch. Still curious as to why they did not Intrepid Sword last turn. Seems like that would have been a good move. Okay, they're gonna Intrepid Sword now. And there they have a fully powered up Zacian. That is fine. Let's go for a Crushing Hammer. Tails, that is perfectly fine. We're gonna switch into Zacian here, and we're gonna take 3 prize cards with Brave Blade. So now, if we do hit a switch, then we would off the top deck we'd actually win. We would win by doing that. But I'm guessing we're not going to get to do that. They play 3 Air Balloon and Cape of Toughness. So I think I'm probably just going to Mal and Lana and switch into the LucMetal, hit for 50 here, and then go from there. And a Brave Blade for 200, not quite enough damage. Okay, so we're going to Mallow and Lana. Switch, we'll discard a weakness card and the Marnie probably. They have really low, they only have 2 cards left in deck. We might actually be able to Marnie them for deck out. Let's go with, nah, let's just, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna go there, we're gonna attach here, and we're going to Steel Fist for 50. Let's attach from the deck. That way we can retreat this for free, or not for free, but like, you know what I mean. We have the ability to retreat this. And yeah, we did the 50 damage there, so I know that they're down to 220 on here, so we can Brave Blade anything on their board. They're going to retreat, manually retreat into Zacian V, and energy switch. Okay, so they're going to attack with a new Zacian V, but we can still Brave Blade that for knockout. So they also would need boss's orders here to take out this guy, which makes it that much easier to just attack with this. We just have to find, I guess we do still have 2 Metal Saucer, or do we have Metal Saucer prized? Was that this game? I'm so confused. Oh no, that's not, no, we don't, we can only have 1 prize at most, so we'd be able to Professor's Research to try and find it. Okay, they Metal Saucer onto that Zacian. They're going to boss's orders. Yep, there you go. It is what they need to do. We cannot heavy impact anything for knockout, so I'm going to put the doll in the active so that we have a Metal Saucer target. Okay, that Metal Goggles is nice because that saves us from possibly losing the game. And let's see if we get the Metal Saucer. We do not hit a Metal Saucer, so I think we're just going to sit behind the Polka Doll and probably just Intrepid Sword for the turn. We'll put Metal Goggles onto this guy, and then we'll Intrepid Sword. There's the Metal Saucer. Just looks like it was about 1 card too late But also, our opponent might just deck out. We might just win the game by our opponent decking out. They can't take a prize on anything this turn. Because we have everything full metal walled up. Or, you know, everything has been full metal walled up. Everything has metal goggles. They can't do anything. Yeah, I think they're just gonna deck out. I mean, we're gonna take our last 2 prize cards, but they're also gonna deck out. So we'll call it a double win. Yep, it looks like they're just going to. Okay, they're gonna just Brave Blade for the knockout. They only have 3 cards left total to be able to use. Yeah, so this kind of shows you that there are alternate win conditions with this deck. In theory, we could have just stalled out with Lily's Polka Doll, let everything take a couple hits, and then go from there. So we put up the doll. We'll Metal Saucer, and we'll pass. And there's the win. So yeah, that's the deck. Just goes to show you how strong this deck can be. We'll take one last look at the deck as we end this video here. Let's get over here. So yeah, here's the list that I played for this video. There's a lot of different ways to play this. Some lists don't play weakness card energy, they just play more metal energies. Some lists play 4 Polka Doll. Some lists play, you know, 2 LucMetal. You know, the lists can change a little bit, but for the most part, you want to kind of stick to this idea where you don't play any Dedennes or Crobats or anything. You want to just play these good metal Pokemon and consistently Intrepid Sword into energies and set up full metal wall, close out the game. And yeah, honestly, this is probably one of the best decks in format, probably one of the least played decks in format, considering how good of a deck it is. I think a lot of people just tend to like to play the really fast decks like Eternatus and ADP, just take your prizes real fast, which I fall victim to as well. I can understand. But give this deck a try. You might not be disappointed. I know I certainly haven't been disappointed by it. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest and greatest content here on my YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking for more Pokemon TCG content, make sure to check out the Pokemon Trope, a channel I run with a couple friends of mine. We have a lot of fun over there doing pack openings, deck profiles, you know, set reviews, things like that. It's a lot of fun. Make sure to go check it out. Links for that channel will be in the description below. Otherwise, also make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Phyclone. That's where you'll see all my live content. You'll see me grind for the Players' Cup 2, play some other games on there as well. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below any changes you'd like to see to this deck or any decks you'd like to see me cover in the future. And have a great day.